we raised $5.1 million for the hospital, and that is the largest amount in our history. We can contribute most of that to one estate gift from Howard and Vera Million. You may recall they gave a farm in Scott County, 320 acres, plus $1 million for our new behavioral health unit at the hospital.
That's extraordinary. So how do you top that?
Well, in addition to the millions, there were many other really wonderful gifts.
And in a typical year, that's what happens. There's a multiple number of gifts.
Exactly. And what we're experiencing right now is momentum because people are getting on board. They see what's happening at the hospital. Our leaders have looked at the community to see and assess what are the needs. And so more and more we're getting additional diagnostic ability and increasing access to services so people don't have to drive outside of the community. They can get their healthcare needs met here. So people see their gifts put into action, and that's what pleases a donor. So every gift, $25, $50, $100, it all gets put into action and goes to work right here in our community.
And Passavant associated with Memorial Health Systems now, but this money does stay at Passavant. It stays within the community.
Absolutely. We have a board of trustees, 15 individuals who are local leaders who oversee the donations, and they can give you their assurance that all gifts remain here in our community.
How can somebody contribute? Now, they may not have $1 million to give, but, maybe they've got $500 and every little bit helps.
Well, give me a call or stop in and visit. It's really quite easy, and there are many ways to give, even online. A lot of people like to do that these days. But there are other ways and unique ways to make gifts, like Dr. and Mrs. Vazzaretti. Mm-hmm. Last year, Dr. Vazzaretti was approaching retirement, and he wanted to give back to Passavant in a really significant and meaningful way. And he and his wife, Raja, made an extraordinary gift of their home. And so that doesn't happen every day, but it shows you that there are many ways to make charitable gifts.
One of the things that people don't understand, I don't think, to a great extent, is the number of farms that Passavant helps oversee and benefits from. Absolutely.
We've been the beneficiary of great generosity from the ag community. Right now, we oversee slightly over 4,000 acres, and so the grain that is sold from those farms goes to benefit the hospital. So you can see that's a great annual contribution to the bottom line and for the operation of the hospital. And what pleases me so much is that our hospital is committed to being good stewards of the land. We have a committee that oversees the farms and works with the farm managers. Don Hedden is our chairman of that committee. This winter, in fact, in a month, we'll be having a meeting with all of the farm managers to go over the production and to discuss what farms need any attention. For example, this past fall, we had 3 farms that we tiled to improve drainage. The Shackleton Farm in Waverly, the Barsness Farm north of Alexander, and the Nellie Rice Farm just east of here on the Old State Road. That really starts with the donor, because that decision to give a farm to Passavant is not a quick one. I mean, they've put a lot of thought into it, and the donors, I believe, watch Passavant leadership, and they see how careful we are in the management of the farms. And so when you know that farm is going to continue for years and years to benefit your community, you can see that your own life's work continues.
Is that unusual for a hospital of Passavant size?
It really is. I mean, this is something that's quite special.
Yeah, because a lot of times, I know in other locations, there might be a donation of land, but oftentimes that money, that's turned around and sold, and the money is produced this way. It's not like it continues year after year.
Right. And, each organization has to make that decision for themselves. But our leadership decided a long time ago that to pay honor to the donors, the best way was to keep the farmland. Plus, it really provides a diverse portfolio of investments for our hospital. We have cash in the stock market and other means of investments, and this helps balance the ups and downs of any market.
It really does. One of the new things you tried last year was getting folks together, sort of introduce them to a foundation. That reception, I thought, turned out very well.
It was lovely. And, of course, it was a perfect fall evening. Yeah. It was in mid-September. We called it An Evening with Friends. We took the opportunity to showcase some of the newly remodeled areas of the hospital, such as the cardiac rehab unit and the specialty clinic and the transitional care unit. So it was a great way to bring people on our campus, see the facility, and then listen to Doug Rahn, our CEO, to hear what's in store for the future.
And for the new year, what sort of things do we got going here?
Well, if you thought 2015 was busy, wait till you see what's happening in 2016. We're actually going to be remodeling patient rooms and the cafeteria. We'll be opening the new behavioral health unit and adding patient services such as inpatient dialysis and the heart failure management clinic. So quite an impressive list of goals to accomplish.
Now, I'm at the hospital quite a bit, so this is just another way to confuse me because I get going down the corridors and I don't know how you guys keep it straight.
Well, many people have noticed we have a new initiative at the hospital where if you're lost, there's going to be a staff member who helps get you to your location. So don't worry, Gary.
Well, and that's the other thing I've noticed, too. I get greeted people who don't know me, and I don't know them. Smiles and how you doing? Can I help you? And that's almost constant at the hospital.
Well, it's because it's genuine. People are glad to work at Passavant Hospital, and we're awfully proud of what happens there because, our mission and our promise to the community is to help improve the health of everyone we serve. And not only is that a noble cause, but it's certainly important. And I think we all like to be part of something important.
All right. Very good. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.